Hi all, I'm Ultraviolent4, and this is episode 5 of Felid Berserker for the Crawl Dungeon Stone Challenge Tournament. In the last episode, we finished off the dungeon and the lair, so we're now ready to go try to get our first rune. Our challenge this week is to not die, not lose any lives before getting that first rune, which is still valid. We haven't died yet, although I expect this is going to be quite a difficult rune. I've been thinking about whether snake or spider is better for Felid, and probably actually spider's nest is better. I think snake pit is going to be a very tedious rune to get, although to be fair, most of the game is pretty tedious for Felid. But the reason I think that is that for the Nagas, especially the more scary ones like the warriors and the Nagarajas, they're really dangerous in melee, especially because they can constrict us. But as a Felid Berserker, we have no real choice but to melee things. So we're going to have to do... And they're slow enemies, so we're going to have to do a lot of trying to get the slow enemy to be separated out one at a time so we can fight it, and then the fights might go bad, we'll have to reset them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I think this will be quite a dangerous place. Guardian serpents, of course, are terrifying for our little cat. And also, we've got 10 polymorph charges, but I don't think we have a great way to deal with shock serpents. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We're going to be wearing poison resistance at all times. Okay, good. I'm scared. This is still better than shoals would be, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. If this is totally a train wreck and we're just getting owned in here, I'll leave and try shoals. But I think I want to start with Snake Pit first. Okay, we've got enough gold for that stuff. We're trying to save to 480 for the Wand of Acid. A 12 charge acid wand would help us against some of those scarier Nagas. Okay, that was working. Where we're stabbing everything. Alright, not a bad start. Here's our first one. What does a polymorph look like? 61% chance. Oh, that's not as high as I would have hoped. Okay, because we could very easily just fail a bunch of times in a row. First of all, die. But secondly, then we'd have no more polymorph charges. So then what am I going to do? They don't see invis. We have 3 invis potions. When did we use one? What did I use one against? We had 4. I don't remember. I used it against something. Well, a Wand of Flame is a wand that's nice. It gives us a ranged option, but I don't think that's got enough damage on it to fight shock serpents. Could be really useful in shoals though. Maybe we are doing first rune shoals. Alright, well this can be our test. So can we fight a Naga warrior? Because if we can't, that sort of bodes poorly for everything else. I'm going to try to stair dance it out. So we can definitely fight it one at a time. Okay, that's a real battle. We sort of managed to berserk one, but that stayed up for a long time. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, it looks like we're trying to polymorph. Okay, that one worked. That shock serpent became a snapping turtle. How fast are mana vipers? That guy ran us down like nothing. Speed 14. Alright, we're 12 and a half. So, not as fast as I would have thought by how how quickly he gained on us there. Another wand. Wand of digging. Okay, wand of digging's good, but I would have liked an attack wand better. Wand of clouds would have been perfect. Some mutation potions. Okay, I'm liking all the stabs. That's a Naga sharpshooter. These guys are utterly terrifying for Felids because they have portal projectile. So one, they can smite target you with it, but two, because of portal projectile, their shots are really accurate. But there you go, we just snuck up on it and stabbed it. We got 2 scrolls of something. Okay, I still don't really want to waste fear. But they sort of, the only ones I care about here are fear or requirement. And if that's 2 requirement scrolls, I really want to use them. There's no identify anywhere. There are for 60 gold. Yeah, let's go find out. We should be identifying the potions that we're still carrying around anyway. Two scrolls of torment, rip. And this potion is 2 potions of league. Okay, they're really, really useful to know. I'm trying to think, what was I going to say? Well, we have our poison, so it's not as useful, I guess. But because we've trained unarmed combat, we can actually punch really well as a tree. But it gives you a bunch of extra AC and a bunch of extra HP. And then you can still go berserk on top of that. Oh, and there you go. And then I found one for free right around the corner. Oh, well, it turns out we've been carrying a potion of experience, so there you go. Definitely worth. Alright, so, oh, well, that gives us an extra life. So there's an argument, well, we're planning not to die, but there's an argument to be made for trying to keep these on a field if you're struggling. So when you die, it takes you back an experience level, plus also you're then trying to gain new levels to get new lives back. So I don't know, I've seen people carrying these around, but we're trying to get a rune without dying, so I'd rather just have the extra level and experience now. And what are we going to train? Just all in fighting, all in unarmed combat, all in evocations? I think I like that actually. Not only is that more HP, but we just learnt that we're actually not very good at polymorphing shock serpents. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Or we could also just mix it around a bit. But I think I like the idea of just going all in evocations. Cool, we reached level 16. And I maybe... So I had a skill target on at 14 apparently, but I think we keep going. I think we even focus evocations here. Now that we have some evocables that we want to use again. I'm really afraid of shock serpents, in case you can't tell. We have enough money for a random ring, but I still think we wait for acid. Alright, so that was the floor except for this shock serpent. We'll ignore him. We'll move on. Oh, why? This is double shock serpent guarding that stair over there. I'm also against a wall, so I can get double zapped here. Do I just try one? Okay. And you? Okay, they both got hit, so that's fine. The orange brain can make shadow creatures, which is kind of frightening. Oh, hang on, we're randomly dying here. The orange brain has confusion, which apparently has a 23% chance to get us. So let me do a Trog's hand here, so I don't die randomly like that again. Alright, cool. And there was a bunch of stuff coming, so I don't want to go back to that step. But there you go. We dealt with both shock serpents. Oh, that was great. These Mana Vipers are quite a threatening enemy too, when you consider that taking our magic points away is doing a lot of damage. Well, here's our first Nagaraja. The first thing to note is that he has a 17% chance to teleport other us. So how do we kill that guy? I don't feel comfortable trying to melee him. He hits for 27 plus his spear. He can haste himself and constrict us, while also just shooting high damage IMBs. His Venom Bolt is 3d19, so almost 60 damage. The same with his Mystic Blast. So he can, if he hits us with 2 max damage IMBs, he can 2-shot us. Unfortunately, we don't have much piety, so I can't even really make bros in arms. Well, I'm gonna try. I should also... Oh, it's okay. If he teleport others me, I'll just read another teleportation scroll, which will cancel it. Am I really doing this? Looks like it. Okay. Well, I ended up going starving there, which was real bad, because when you're starving, you get penalties to your attacks. I think it makes you less likely to hit. Yeah, you get -3 chance to hit, so -3 slaying on your accuracy, and 0 to 5 -0 to 5 damage modifier. Okay, so I gotta be careful that I don't berserk when I'm already hungry, is what I just learnt from that. That was dangerous enough without going into starving. But on the bright side, we did just fight our first Nagaraja and live to tell the tale. He went hasted. They're both so annoying. Salamander does fire damage, and we don't have any RF. If I could just stare dance one of them up, well, we're getting both. Oh boy. Getting 1v1'd. What was his weapon there? I don't know, I didn't see, but oh boy. We can't fight a single salamander. That's terrifying. He's got a +1 vamp trident. Okay, well, I'm doing it. That's fine. Let's eat so we're not starving. And let's go find that mage. Alright, this isn't going as bad as it could have. This is an Amulet of Reflection. Yeah. Guardian Spirit is never going to be worse than a Reflection Amulet for a Felid. New Wand? Clouds? Enslavement. Oh, that's a great pickup. That's fine. That's another Hex Wand for shock serpents, but that's a really strong wand because you can turn packs on each other. He had a scroll of blinking. Wow, we just got a third one of those. There's our target for 15 stealth. Do we stop there? I want to say maybe. Yeah, I feel like our stealth has been pretty good so far. But our other stuff is maybe more important. Having more HP, having better fighting capabilities. Like I feel like, okay, so when we sneak up on stuff and stab it, that's great because we don't have to fight it. But I feel like the major utility that I care about the stealth is the fact that we can run away from things, like as in not be noticed immediately, like this. So we meet another Nagaraja, he didn't see us and we just back away. It's not about then I sneak all the way up on him and stab him. Because while that'd be nice, that bit's just a bonus. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I think 15 stealth is more than enough to not be noticed by things very easily. So for the moment, I'm going to work on my other skills. I wonder, with vulnerability scroll, I wonder if we could enslave Nagarajas. Oh, there's so many snakes. And they're all fast. Run away! Run away! Didn't come back up. That's odd. What are they doing? I was trying to get to a point where I could fight one at a time, but they were annoying me too much. Do you know, by the way, that we've never made it to max piety? Which, so I still haven't got my champion god point. I mean, I'm confident that we will in the end, but the lesson you're meant to take from that is that you should be using your trog abilities. You should be spamming them so much that you can't even get max piety. Although it's probably not great having your brother-in-arms sitting at 45%. It's probably better that if you need it, you can use it reliably, but I don't know. Better to overuse it than under. Oh, that hurt. We're doing the Felid thing where we run away. Okay, so the first Nagaraja fight was reassuring because we didn't die, but I don't really want to repeat it. Just go with the smallest sample size possible to conclude that we can fight them. Let's not fight anymore. We've got all three of our downstairs, it looks like. Oh no, two of them. So I could just go on to snake 2. Oh yeah, that's a double sharpshooters as well. Okay, yeah, double sharpshooter, a warrior, and a Nagaraja. I think we'll just leave snake 2 for the moment. One of any of those enemies is bad enough, let alone all of them together. Okay, here's our first anaconda. They're quite a scary enemy. Again, really fast, they constrict, they do quite a lot of damage. And they shred low AC things, but I think we can fight it with Berserk. Or I hope so, anyway. Uh-oh. Shock Serpent turning up! No! Okay, let's go to the new stair. Oh no, there's a new one, but we get to stab it. Look at that! I stab it and we lose half our HP. That's not fair. The Salamander Mystic is actually quite scary because he can... Oh, and one of them has a Halberd of Distortion. Okay, but the Mystic can haste even the Nagas. Okay, so we've got... Oh, we can't go to either of these stairs now. One has a Shock Serpent and one has a Distortion guy. Can I go to the Shock Serpent one? Ooh. No, it's really dangerous. He gets the chance to shoot us as we come down the stairs, which means we need to be finding our other downstairs, which means we might be fighting Nagarajas. Oh well. Well, I'm not taking the hatch. Oh, this is a scary pack too. It's alright if we split them. This Naga has more polymorph. Sweet, so we've got 19 polymorph charges right now. Just doing the Felid thing. Split the packs, fight them one at a time. And see, we lose half our HP just fighting that one warrior. That's what I was talking about, where those strong melee Nagas, we're going to have to fight them in hand-to-paw combat. Oh god, how do we fight a sharpshooter? The last one we got to stab. I don't know how we fight one for real. Oh god, are we actually doing this? Okay, apparently we can fight one for real, it's okay. Let's back up. No point taking free Nagaraja shots for no reason. Alright, here we go again. Okay, they're not so bad apparently. I mean, we have Guardian Spirit and we have a lot of defenses, so we're better off than the regular Felid would be. Another one? What have you got? Just +3 hand axe. The other thing that's usually bad, but in this sense kind of good, is that the Nagarajas can shoot you with their bow or with their ranged weapon, even in melee. Which, that's usually a bad thing, but it means that if he doesn't melee attack, he'll never constrict us. So in some ways, it's kind of good if he's shooting us from range. In melee. I know, that's a mouthful. Can you guys follow me? We're too stealthy. Oh, I don't want to be anywhere near the trap. So I wanted to run this way, but so that I didn't get blinked around everywhere, I went up. So they'd chase me this way. And again, we're too stealthy. I can't get enemies to follow me. I should not be seeing the trap, dispersal trap. Alright, here we go. You know, have enemies actually come. Oh yeah, alright, we got nailed by a bolt there. You see the potential for how much they can hurt. Actually, that was dumb. I shouldn't be. They're pulling up one of those Nagas while the sharpshooter is shooting us from range. Because that, we could have been constricted at the stairs there and then stuck there. No, the Nagaraja's running around. Brother in Arms, 45% chance. I'm gonna try. Oh, we took a lot of damage. Can our ogre just win? I can shoot some flame ones. Oh god, he's hasted and I'm just letting him run at me. Alright, well we got him. I see arrows flying in, so that's a sharpshooter. Okay, so that again was a very scary fight. Actually, if I'm gonna fight him, I need to bring him around a corner. Good. Trogger likes me killing sharpshooters because they have portal projectile, so they're magic users. That's good. Ow. We really do get owned by salamanders. Yeah. So this is where the real Felid play is. And the real Felid Berserker play is. Because say, if you could use spells, like we could be using, I don't know, what's in our spell list? A bunch of things. We could be using, you know, Confusing Touch. We could be using summons, all this other stuff, such that we don't actually have to. We could be using statue form, so we wouldn't have to be running away quite as much as this. Kind of just want to take one up on its own. Good. I think we can fight a warrior if it's just a warrior. Warrior! Yep. Haste potion, alright. Hopefully this stairs okay. Yeah, it's fine. These are just regular Nagas. You are the Halberd of Distortion guy, though. How do we get you? We could enslave you if we could get a free shot. I could also try to polymorph the salamander. Hope he becomes something that his weapon falls out of his hands. Got him, he became a sheep. Or he became a yak. Okay, perfect. 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 Is that a purr? That was a pigeon. That's not a purr. I don't know. Apparently I don't know how to do a purr. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know if I'll ever recover. Cool, we got some flesh. Another anaconda. These guys are really good enemies to enslave and then use to just wreck everything else. Because of how fast they are and the constriction and how much damage they do, they'll fight all the other Nagas. Oh, okay, got the stab. So the shock serpent that was here has now wandered off somewhere. That is a Battle Axe of Venom, an Aralek. If only we could carry the Aralek axe in our mouth. Just to not die to shock serpents, but alas. Here he is. Let's go. I'm gonna go polymorph again. Got him. Sea Snake is way better. Okay. Bunch of shops. A new scroll. Well, there aren't many scrolls, so I think just gambling on the fact that this could be an acquirement scroll for 33 gold. I think we do that. And we identify it. There it is. That it is acquirement. Alright, let's check these other shops just before I make this call. Also a wand for 84 gold. I think we also buy that. Ice Blast, that's a great find. Heal Wounds potions, I think we have plenty of those. We've got 5, so we're not in a hurry. But this other stuff could be useful in the future. A sack of spiders could be useful. There's more Wand of Flame. Random ring. Okay. Alright, we're going to acquirement. Yeah, as a Felid, there are many fewer things that you can acquire. Seeing that you can't use staves, you can't use weapons, you can't use any armor, etc. So you only have a few choices here. You can do jewelry, book, evocable food, or gold. Now, you might be wondering, why is book there? Because as Trog, you're not able to worship books. But there's actually a pretty super secret thing that you can do when you're worshipping Trog. So if you acquire a book, you always get given a manual, which I think is a pretty solid choice, especially on a Felid, because there are only a few skills that we can train. So that manual is going to be something like fighting or dodging or stealth. It literally can't be anything else. So it's definitely going to be 100% usable and useful manual. Now our jewelry I'm pretty happy with. We've got a Guardian Spirit amulet, which we're not going to top, unless it's an artifact that also has Guardian Spirit. And then we've got the Ring of Robustness, which we're not going to top. The only thing we'd be looking for is some sort of ring with RF on it, but I don't know, we'll find those later. And when you acquire jewelry in this stage of the early game, there are lots of things you still don't know. So we might get a ring of negative energy resistance or corrosion resistance, something like that, which would be really disappointing. So evocables, I tend not to love that, but that's because I don't usually use evocables. I have no idea if that's going to give me wands or if it's going to give me, say, a File of Floods or something. Absolutely no idea how that works. And gold, yeah, we could use that to buy the acid one, but man, let's get a manual. We're going to acquire a book. And we get a manual of dodging, there you go. So now we have a +7 aptitude on dodging. That's so crazy. I feel like we focus that because we can become an absolute dodge machine. Alright, that's pretty good. +7 dodging aptitude. Alright, I'm happy with that. So that was a 30 gold acquirement. Very happy with that. Let me back up. I don't want to be fighting lots of enemies at once. Oh yeah, we got rid of the distortion boy. I don't know why I'm not running away from him and then berserking him. We just fought that warrior just in regular melee. And it went pretty well, but I don't think I should be doing that. Here's another Nagaraja. You're usually hoping you can only meet them on Snake 4, but we've met one on every Snake floor so far. I think we just try to dodge him. Try to avoid him. Because it might not have seemed like it, but our chances of dying to them are pretty high. Alright, so we've got a pack of Nagas, including a warrior and an anaconda. This seems like a perfect time to enslave the anaconda and just get him to kill everyone else. And he will. Well, he won't. He's dying to the warrior. Okay, there you go. The warrior constricted him back. Well, that's fine. You can't lose with enslavement. Either the thing you enslaved dies or the thing that you didn't enslave dies. Either way, you win. Oh, that was most of our HP in one shot. Another anaconda. We learnt we can fight those one-on-one. I want to eat. I don't want to be hungry here. Ah, here he is. Nice. Did most of his HP in one stab. And we've done everything except the Nagaraja apparently, so let's move on to Snake 4. Alright, we've only got one, but I'm half tempted to magic map this floor. Find out where the end vault is. You know what? Our challenge is to get this rune without dying. I think I might do that. So I can be absolutely sure that we're not accidentally wandering into the end vault. Alright, we got the... I forget the name, but it's the stick. The Greek stick with the snake around it. That medical professions often have. Someone told me the name in an early comment and I thought that was really cool, but I've forgotten. Anyway, so that's not a horrible one for us, I suppose. But what we're gonna try to do here is to maybe even dig a kill hole. No, probably not a kill hole. But to be doing the rest of the floor first, and then to be slowly pulling snakes out of this and fighting them one at a time, pulling the Nagas out. Basically, what we've been doing on these earlier floors, just that there are going to be way more Nagas and it's going to take way longer. I really don't like this. I really hope the third stair that's outside is fine. Yeah, this one's better. Okay. This one's fine. I just don't want to fight oh no, there's a guardian serpent. Okay. That stair's actually illegal now, I think. Let's see. The problem is I don't know what else is here. So if it were just the guardian serpent and these two Nagas, that would be fine. But if there's a bunch of Nagarajas and shock serpents and things behind it that we're going to get continually blinked with, I don't want to be doing that. So we probably are better off going back to the sharpshooter stair, unfortunately. And maybe we just make some bros. Can we make bros? We have ice blast ones now. We got a 30% chance at a bro, and we got a good one. Okay, send him at the sharpshooter. Get him, please. Please, sir. Please. Good. All right, let's. Will I stay? I think I'll stay because I've still got the angry dude with me. Okay, good. New guardian serpent or same one. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure in this case we killed everything in the room. Okay, the guardian serpent is really dangerous to any character, but especially to ours, because our whole thing is that we're faster than the Nagas, and so we can just run away and we can take our fragile cat body to fight them one at a time. But if when we're running we're continually getting blinked on and we're continually getting constricted, yeah, we die is the short and long of it. Here's another Ice Blast wand. Yeah, I'm gonna say that was the same Guardian Serpent who just wandered down. I saw fire resistance and got excited, but we can't wear ropes. Also, could I polymorph you? Nope. Nope. Oh god. 3 polymorph failures. It's not good, man. Let's not go back to that stair though. It's our first difficult shock serpent. They've all been pretty compliant. I want to make sure that I'm not in a position where I'm against a wall and I can get double zapped. I'm also going to sit here and yell for a bit. Yeah, so I can attract it back to me. Because I want to meet him on the stairs, so if I fail again, like this. How many goes did that take? We did 3 before we went up. Why am I doing orders for allies? Oh, that was me yelling. Okay, so he resisted 3 and then he resisted another 2, so it took 5 goes. And he became a shapeshifter. So he could technically shapeshift into a shock serpent again. I stabbed him but did no damage. Alright, 7 teleportation scrolls. We're on our way to the trove. Something to note if we do ever get into that trove is because Felids can use so few items, you're likely to get a better trove than on average. Alright, one sec. Alright, I completely forgot what I was doing. Anacondas, right. Alright, I'm going to Berserk before I even try to go back up. Because the Anaconda can constrict you. So I feel like there's no point trying to get him upstairs. We're better off just killing him down there. How? Why are we losing 1v1 to a Mana Viper? No wonder that spell's overpowered. Oh, a new requirement scroll. Sweet. Alright, let's get another manual. Let's just have insane aptitudes. Alright, so let's get, I don't know, let's get a fighting manual this time. Book. Manual stealth. Alright, well, if we have a +8 stealth aptitude, I think we turn that back on. Alright, looks like we're going to 27 stealth. It's the UMAC approved build. Another 7 polymorph charges to go to 18. Why couldn't they be paralysis? And note how this end vault looks like it's going to be metal walls, so you can't dig kill holes inside it. Come at me, snakes. What happened? Now we're losing to a black mamba. I feel like our character suddenly sucked. We can't fight melee enemies anymore. Why am I taking... I didn't accidentally take the Ring of Robustness off, it's still on. Cool. It's an Ambrosia Potion. Pretty good when you got Guardian Spirit, because like you're doing double healing. I was hoping the Anaconda wouldn't see us. We're constricted. Why don't... Oh, I'm gonna just berserk him. Okay. I was considering enslaving him, but I felt like I probably didn't need to use it. If they had been scarier enemies that had turned up than just 2 regular Nagas, I think I would have enslaved. Shock Serpent, let's go. Swamp Worm. Oh god, imagine if that was full of Shock Serpents and then he became a Swamp Worm and pulled me in. Your glaive is protection. I might struggle to kill you through that. We'll find out, I guess. Let me go towards an upstair though, so I can bail if I need to. Here goes. No, we got there. Yeah, unarmed combat does a lot of damage, and of course when you're berserking, you're not lacking. That's too many snakes. And you see, we just keep doing Felid patience. We kill some stuff, we back up, we rest, we continue. We don't go ham, we don't just charge into packs of enemies. And it's fine, it's not too hard. Unless they're just packs of regular Nagas, in which case go crazy. It looks like we've done all the floor now except for the end wall. This one's scarier, this long hallway. I think we're better off pulling things out of the more open one. But I'm going to leave that for the start of the next episode. So if you want to see us get our first rune without dying, come back next time. See you then.